Hello everyone, my name is Moaz and I'm a first year earth scientist at St Hugh's College.
Hi, I'm Mena, a first year earth scientist at Exeter College.
My name is Erin and I'm a first year earth scientist at Oxford.
I'm Hiroki and I'm a second year undergrad.
Hi, I'm Lauren and I'm a second year earth scientist at Teddy Hall.
Hi, I'm Claire and I'm in my second year.
Hi, I'm Sana and I'm a soon-to-be second year earth scientist at St Anne's College.
Hey guys, my name is Anna and I'm a first year earth scientist at St Peter's College, Oxford.
I just didn't want to do just biology or just chemistry. I wanted to do something interdisciplinary.
I study earth science because I'm curious.
Primary reason for me choosing to study earth sciences was the breadth of different subjects covered by earth sciences.
I've come to do earth sciences because I've been passionate in studying natural hazards since my visit to coastal communities that have been devastated by the Great East Japan earthquake in 2011.
I chose earth sciences because I really wanted to keep on multiple sciences. And I really like the idea of using them in a kind of an applied way.
I love being outdoors and exploring different landscapes. So being able to understand why Earth looks how it does and why landscapes change in different areas and countries.
I would recommend earth sciences to anybody who's struggling to decide between choosing a science. At first I wanted to do chemistry and then I wanted to do maths and I really couldn't decide between the two. But I think earth sciences was the perfect match for me as you get such a broad perspective on different sciences, pretty much all the sciences including geology.
So throughout my whole school career I really enjoyed maths, physics, chemistry, geography, but I always felt like if I did one purely at university I'd be missing out on the rest.
In my area, right, everyone has a misconception that you need to be a doctor or a dentist or engineer or lawyer to be successful in life, right? And I went into sixth form with this misconception. I started sixth form wanting to be a dentist.
There's like a big physics element, a big chemistry element, a big maths element.
How does the world work? What causes the weather we see each day?
So my involvement in environmental hazards at school reinforced my desire to gain insights on the Earth's climate and just how human activities are changing it.
In further maths we learn about differential equations, so I was pretty comfortable with this. And then bringing that into an earth science degree, it was really helpful when it came to climate dynamics to apply this knowledge.
So when I came across earth sciences I fell in love because earth science basically encompasses all aspects of STEM but in the context of the earth, and I just thought that was amazing.
I just find Earth's history so fascinating, especially like for mass extinctions and climate changes. So being able to learn more about those and all of that is really cool.
I also liked how geology could be used to study past environments and things like the first animal life, which I thought was quite a cool topic.
Anyone can tell you that a volcano is cool, but only an earth scientist can tell you why.
I liked the ratio between lecture style teaching and then practical teaching. So every week, like 2 or 3 times a week, we'd have a practical session. So in first year that could either be mapping, looking at fossils, looking at thin slices of crystal through a microscope.
Coming to Oxford had always been a goal of mine, and the tutorial and collegiate systems really appealed to me.
I came to Oxford because of the college system. It's nice to make friends within a small group of students living at one place.
I really enjoyed growing up being in smaller classes, so when I read about what the tutorial system was like at Oxford, I thought that would be a great system for me to really challenge myself and my way of thinking.
It's got beautiful buildings, there's loads of green spaces and you can just walk and cycle everywhere. So that's pretty great.
My teachers always pushed me to apply to Oxbridge and I didn't really want to until I attended the Oxford Open Day, and it just clicked as soon as I walked through the department. It just clicked for me.
I really liked the small department. I thought it'd be a really good way to make friends, which it has been.
And the tutorials are also engaging as I can share my passion in earth sciences with world-class professors.
Every tutorial is so beneficial, with the lecturers being incredibly knowledgeable and each discussion really engaging. Being part of a college is literally being part of a family. You live together, you join societies together, and you will develop a sense of college loyalty.
And another style of teaching that is also covered at Oxford is the tutorial system, which I think is really good because in earth sciences we do this thing in first year where you have tutors of like the different professors who specialise in different subjects. So then anything that's covered in your lectures that you kind of didn't understand and you maybe ran out of time to, or you didn't think to answer in the lecture, you then kind of have a chance to revisit.
And I really, really liked how broad the Earth Sciences course was at Oxford, which meant I could dive into all aspects before deciding what I'd really like to specialise in the future.
Also, there's just so much going on, usually which is free or very cheap, from museum events, theatre, talks and seminars by famous people. There's always something to do, which is like awesome.
And it's also like you know all the tutors and professors, and I really like the idea of the small teaching groups in the form of tutorials and things. That's really helped me because it's helped me kind of stay engaged and stay on top of things.
Definitely how tight-knit and close you become in the department. It honestly just feels like one big family, and it's such a great environment to learn in.
They really look like looking at crystal structures. I found that quite interesting. And they also liked the paleobiology topic, where in the practicals we used to look at fossils, sketch the fossils, use evidence from the fossils to try and figure out the ecology of the animals, so how they would have lived while they were alive, which I think was quite interesting. And then with that, we were able to be given like an unlabelled fossil and then use all the knowledge from past practicals to try and figure out what species that could have been.
I think my best bits have probably been the field trips. Some of my best memories of the last 2 years in Oxford, and that is probably the way that I bonded with my course mates the most.
Something I've really enjoyed about studying earth sciences so far is just the diversity of the subject itself. So in the first year you get to cover a range of topics, for example physics, chemistry, biology and maths, as well as geology. And I think this really helps to tie in together the whole subject and give you a lot of perspectives on what the subject entails and apply previous knowledge to geological mechanisms.
I think the small course size is really good as well. You get to know each other so quickly, you become really close, and before you know it, you'll walk into department and see nothing but familiar, friendly faces.
I think field trips has to be the main thing, because it's so much fun, like being able to spend time with your peers, looking at rocks in a bog in Scotland, having a bit of a laugh, but also learning loads of stuff because the demonstrators are really helpful, and it's just so much fun, like being around all these people who do actually care about rocks and geology and earth sciences, which is something I'd never experienced before coming to Oxford.
Cool. I like the Planet Earth course of earth sciences because it's nice just learning about like just straight maths or straight chemistry or straight biology or straight physics or whatnot. But the Planet Earth course is where you combine those together and you apply those to the real world and what you see around you. And I guess that's the main reason why I wanted to do earth sciences. So
I would have to say fieldwork is arguably the best part of the course. Sketching and mapping are certainly rewarding, but field trips are packed with fun, from beach going to playing in swings.
In terms of picking highlights for the course, it's really difficult. But I would say that the breadth of content covered by the course is something that is amazing. You can have a tutorial on thermodynamics one day and the evolution of life the other. You just can't beat it.
And I've also really enjoyed the hands-on practical side of things, so from analysing rock and fossil specimens to looking at rock thin sections in a petrographic microscope.
In first year, I think the first week we went to Pembroke for a few days, and that was a really good way to meet with everyone. I also really enjoy learning on the field trips. I find them really engaging. It's really nice to be able to see exactly what someone's talking about right in front of you.
the main thing that put me off applying to Oxford was, do I fit the Oxford image, right? And I just want to assure you that you're not getting let in based on how you talk or how you look or how you present yourself or whatever, right? You're getting let in based on whether you're interested in your subject and if you're good at what you do, right? And if you have those two things under your belt, you get let in.
Don't worry if you haven't done geology in any like formal education like before coming to Oxford, because I hadn't done it at A-level or GCSE or anything, and neither have a lot of people that I know on my course, and it doesn't really set you back because in first year they start from the basics, and so that by the end of first year everyone is on the same level, not just in geology but also like physics, maths, chemistry, biology. Like everyone ends up on the same fundamental level so that like things can really take off from that in second year. So yeah, don't worry about not having done like every single recommended A-level, you'll be fine.
Bring walking boots, which I did not. Bad idea. Then I had to buy some like 2 days before we went on our first field trip. So by the time we actually went on the field trip, I kind of wasn't used to the shoes yet, so my toes were hurting a little bit. So definitely buy walking boots in advance and wear them so your feet get used to them.
I suggest that you have a solid background in most areas of science. Earth Sciences is a highly interdisciplinary course, so expect to find a lot of maths, physics, chemistry, and biology, especially in your first year.
If I had any advice to give, I would say don't worry about the subjects that you study at the minute or that you haven't studied, because I came to uni and I hadn't studied chemistry or biology past GCSE, and the only background knowledge I had in geology was from books I'd read or documentaries I'd watched. What's important is that you're enthusiastic about studying earth science, and let's face it, it's pretty hard not to be.
Tips for people applying will probably be don't stress too much about it, and try not to overthink things. I think you can like cross-examine everything, but you're never going to know exactly what it's going to be like. So yeah, just be you when you apply. That's probably the best way you can come across in an interview, by talking about like what you're interested in.
To any prospective students, if you enjoy the sciences and would like to apply that to the natural world, then I do really think Oxford Department of Earth Sciences is a great place for you to apply. You definitely do not have to be an earth science or a rock expert before coming here, and I came here with zero background in earth science or geology, so do not let that discourage you from applying. And literally in 1 year they do shape your mind to think like a geologist, and now at the end of my first year I see the natural world in such a different way.
And also, when they say waterproof, it means waterproof, not semi-waterproof. Another thing you don't want on a field trip is wet legs, because that's no fun.
Oxford is the best place you could go, so why not go there?